Monkey business!
Hello Year 11. Yet another case study video, yet another case study that you need to know for your exam. It's a blue one, so it's linked to rivers and coasts, and this one is a rivers case study. Okay? We're going to be looking at river landforms, so things created by river processes like river erosion, transportation and deposition. And we're going to look at those landforms in the River Clyde Valley. Okay? Now, the River Clyde Valley is located in Scotland. It starts around Glasgow and goes out into the southern part of Scotland into the ocean. And we're going to look at some of the landforms that are created by that river. Now, first of all, a little bit about the River Clyde. It runs through Scotland, about 160 kilometres long. Its source is in the southern uplands of Scotland, right up in the mountains where it starts. And it flows down to the west coast of Scotland, like I've just said. Now, what's that awful noise? Sydney, what on earth's the matter, Sydney?
There's so much to learn. I can't cope. I'm so stressed.
Well, perhaps the first thing is to stop that awful noise, Sydney. That really is awful.
All right.
Okay, I said it in my head.
All right.
Okay, what's the problem, Sydney?
Well, all these case studies, all the sheets, it's all
No need to
getting
swear,
too
Sydney.
much. No, sheets.
Oh, sheets. Sorry, I thought you said something else.
No.
Okay.
I don't want
Another
anything
thing on
else.
the blue card.
On
that
my
one,
blue
Sydney.
card.
Well,
No,
yeah.
it's full up already. It's just all too much.
Why is that? Too much information?
Yeah.
Now, my advice there, Sydney, you're quite right, lots of information in geography, but first of all, don't revise for hours and hours. Try and split it up, maybe half an hour, 40 minutes revision, and then have a bit of a break. Okay, 40 minutes solid revision. And also, with these case studies, try and remember 3 points, just 3 bullet points, and then you can try and expand on them and learn a little bit more, but try and remember 3 points. And in this case study now, I'll try and pick out 3 points for you to revise from, as long as you stop making that silly noise, okay?
Thanks, Mr. Swallow.
No problem.
That
Sydney.
makes me feel a lot more confident.
Good, well done. Now, let's split up our landforms in this case study into 3 sections. First of all, the upper course landforms. In the upper course, you've got 2 tributaries, 2 parts of the River Clyde coming together. You've got some interlocking spurs at a place called Crawford, and those interlocking spurs can be really high, 300 to 500 metres high. You've also got 4 waterfalls. Waterfalls created when different rocks, hard and soft, water flows over them. You okay, Sydney?
Mr. Swallow,
Yes.
can you not call them Spurs? I'm an Arsenal supporter. Can you start calling them Arsenal, please?
Interlocking Arsenal.
That's better.
That's better. They're interlocking spurs, yeah.
You're on the Arsenal.
Thank you, Sydney. So you've got 4 waterfalls at a place called Lanark, around that part there, and the highest waterfall is 27 metres high. In the middle course of the river, you've also got some landforms. You've got 2 main ones. You've got meanders near to Motherwell, and you've also got an oxbow lake, which is forming near to a place called Uddingston. Okay. Finally, lower course landforms. You've got a number of those. You've got a floodplain around Glasgow. Glasgow's actually built on the floodplain of the River Clyde. You've also got an estuary, which is where the river meets the sea at a place called Firth of Clyde, which eventually moves into the Irish Sea. Okay? So split your points into upper course landforms, middle course and lower course, and try and remember 1 from each of them. So maybe interlocking spurs. Thank you. Maybe meanders.
Arsenal.
And then finally, maybe you could look at floodplains for lower course landforms. River Clyde Valley is an example of river landforms that you really need to know for your GCSE exam year 11.
There's only one Larson Wenger. With reference to a case study you have looked at, explain what